Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Ones, empaths, you might be saying, Zion, of course I remember what this narcissist done. But let me tell you, this narcissist that was involved in your life hopes and wishes that you forget. You see, what's going to occur is, well, if you're fresh out, or even if you're further down the line and you haven't healed enough, or you've still got fresh wounds, it's highly likely you're going to remember what happened. But what you'll see is as you begin to gain space from them, you begin to gain distance from them, you'll start doubting yourself. You see, I've seen a lot of victims of narcissistic abuse questioning if they're the narcissist, for example, because you've gone through gaslighting, questioning, did you see something correctly? What is that, how it really played out? You know, doubting yourself. You know, that's what often occurs. You begin to doubt yourself. Could you have handled it better? Could you have repaired the relationship? Did it really need to come to the finality? You know, this is what will often occur in the mindset of the empath and the chosen one, when a bit of distance has been put in between yourselves, you see. But you've got to understand this narcissist that was involved in your life is hoping that you forget. Of course they're hoping you forget. They want you to forget. But you need to remember exactly what you went through throughout the entirety of the relationship. Now, I'm not telling you to ruminate about it. But try and remember, right? Even if that means you, in the position you are now, taking some notes, writing down the abuse that you went through, some bullet points, so you can remember that, right? Because you will heal, you know, as months go on, 3 months, 6 months, year onwards, you are going to heal more and more and more. But along the course of the healing journey, doubt will creep into your mindset, you see. You're going to think, I've seen it time and time again when I have one-to-one sessions with people thinking that they were possibly the issue, people that were thinking they were possibly the narcissist. You see, that's often what happens when you consume narcissistic content, not on our channel, not just on our channel, but on other channels alike. You consume content, you begin to start thinking that possibly you're the narcissist, right? But I want you to understand that if you are questioning anything, right, you are doubting yourself, or you're thinking, was that gaslighting, or you're thinking, are you the narcissist, or you know, you're going through these cycles in your mind, it's highly likely that what happened to you was true. You know, it's highly likely that you are the victim of abuse. And anyone who questions if they're a narcissist or not, they're not a narcissist, because no, narcissists don't self-reflect. Narcissists don't self-reflect whatsoever. So just understand, you need to remember this abuse cycle. You need to remember it for the lessons that you've learned. I know they were harsh lessons. They were really harsh lessons. But it's a very beautiful amount of wisdom that you can obtain from such a negative situation. You know, honestly, you're gonna grow so strong, you know, as time passes. And I'm not saying time heals. I will always emphasize that time does not heal, right? Through time, you'll learn how to deal with it. And through time, you have the opportunity to rise and enhance and advance and ascend and grow and develop. And you become a much, much better version of yourself. This is the opportunity that you have to do through time, through the healing journey, you know? But you need to remember this gaslighting that you went through, this abuse that you went through, the smear campaigns that you went through, the devaluation that you went through. You need to remember these things, right? I know it hurts you, but I don't want you to just block it out, for example. I don't just want you to block it out. Blocking it out is not the answer. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But please don't just block it out, right? Don't just block it out. This stuff happened to you. You are a victim of abuse, right? You were dealing with a toxic parasite, dusty weirdo, right? That tried to mess your whole entire life up, yeah? And you must remember what this person done. Because whatever's happened, if they've discarded you now and they've gone off with a new supply, or they're giving you silent treatment, or they're stonewalling you, or, whatever they're doing, even if you're the one that cut them off because they become too toxic, or they reverse discarded you, whatever they're doing in their life, just understand that they want you to forget what happened. They play the waiting game. That's another reason why you need to remember what happened. These narcissists involved in your life play the waiting game. They want you to forget, They are out there. They are entertaining new supplies. And these new supplies won't be, I'm not trying to trigger any of you now, but these new suppliers won't be living up to expectations of what you used to provide, So they will try and circulate back around. I've heard of Hoovers coming after years apart, decades apart, and all in between, Narcissists involved in your life will try to Hoover at some point. And that's why it's fundamental that you don't forget what happened to you, Because if you just block it out and you get on with your life and you heal and you become your new version, and this narcissist that was involved in your life reaches out to you, for example, you might be prone to letting them back in. And we don't want that. We don't want you giving them another chance or another opportunity. We don't want you giving them chances or more opportunities. We don't want their failed life, you fixing that for them again, Their failed attempt at a brighter future or greener grass, only to figure out they're on AstroTurf. And their brighter life that they planned on, they anticipated they're heading towards, failed. You don't want to be the one picking up the pieces of that, You don't want to be the one picking up the pieces of that. Remember the gaslighting. The times they gaslit you. The times they smeared you. The times they devalued you. Remember all of this. Store it somewhere. Write it down. I'm not telling you to think about this day in and day out. No, I'm not telling you to think about this day in and day out. I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm telling you to store it somewhere. Either mental notes, physical notes. So when the time arises that this individual reaches out to you, you know in your heart of hearts that you will not let them back in. That's where you've got to be. You can't let this parasite back into your life because they're going to try. They will try. They're going to try. If it's not today, if it's not tomorrow, if it's not next month, at some point in time when they feel like that you've possibly forgotten or you're possibly so defenseless that you'd let them back in, they'll reach out with a Hoover as a temperament checker to assess the situation to see if you're ready to embrace them. They will do this. They honestly will do this. And I just want to prepare you to reject them. Rejecting a narcissist after they abuse you, gaslit you, devalued you, etc. can be one of the most liberating feelings that you can possibly get. Rejecting a narcissist involved in your life. It can feel so good. Rejecting them. It can feel really, really good. Even if you were on the end of a discard, and you see this narcissist, for example, try and circulate back into your life, try and hoover you, and then you get the opportunity to have the final discard and reject them. It's a beautiful thing, So along your course of your healing, try not to forget what happened, right? Remember what happened. Use it to your advantage. Use it to navigate you in your future. Use it to spot future narcissists that might be coming along your path. Use it, right? You've got a lot of wisdom that you have obtained from dealing with this parasite, right? There's so many individuals that fall back to sleep. Look, you're gaining wisdom on this channel, on our channel. You're gaining wisdom on other channels alike. Some of you are reading books. Don't waste it, you know? There's so many victims of narcissistic abuse that don't even discover a video or read a book, etc. Right? They don't even wake up to it. They think they're the problem, right? So what I'm trying to make you understand is you are going to start doubting. You are going to start wondering, is what happened true? Could you have done more? This is the collective. This is not collective. This is the gaslighting that's lingering still in your life after they're gone, you know? So don't give in to that either. Just remember that you done your utmost. You done the best of your capabilities at the time that you could possibly do. And they know this. Another thing that I want to emphasize, if I didn't emphasize it in this video already, I can't remember. Please don't be thinking, are you the narcissist? Narcissists do not question if they're the narcissist or not. I've heard this countless times from victims of abuse questioning if they're the narcissist. Right? You're not the narcissist, you know? So just remember, don't forget what happened to you. Use it to your advantage. And you are going to become the best version of yourself as time goes on. You know, like I said, time doesn't heal, but through time you're going to learn how to deal with it. And you're going to become the best version of yourself. You know, financially, physically, spiritually, mentally, everything's going to develop and enhance. And you're going to have a much brighter future than you had with this parasite. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. I'm back running one-to-one sessions. So if you'd like to book a one-to-one session, you can find the details in the description box. I've also got the upcoming empath group meeting. It's coming up on the 30th of this month. If you want to take part, you can book that in the description box. And also, if you need crisis email support, the link for that is also in the description box as well. So anyway, if you'd like to know more about how the narcissist watched, waited and planned, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.